Two of the league's top sides are set to meet in the Rocky Mountains on this 4th of July evening. However, kickoff will have to wait. We are in a weather delay as we get you set for Northern Colorado Hailstorm and Charlotte Independence on ESPN+. Happy to have you with us. John Gross with you on this Tuesday evening. Again, in a weather delay, but let's set the scene for you and look where these two teams are. 4 and 5 respectively in the league table. Charlotte Independence a 1-point edge over Northern Colorado. However, look at games played. The Hailstorm, just 11 games played. They have at least 3 matches in hand compared to the 4 teams above them in the league table. They will have a jam-packed July and August, and they kick off that big stretch today. We'll be back in a little bit, again, in a weather delay, so stick with us. Kick off shortly.
Welcome. I'm Jason Olskar. I'm here with Jackie and Michelle, and we are the Olskar team powered by C3 Real Estate Solutions.
We are proud to partner with future legends to help fulfill the lifestyle needs, wants, and desires of each family who wants to call Colorado home.
C3 stands for character, culture, and commitment. That is core to who we are and the exceptional value that every client will experience when working with us.
If you value working with an experienced team, we invite you to reach out to schedule a time to meet with us.
Scheels All Sports Store is your one stop for everything outdoors, with local experts eager to guide you through the widest selection of brands. Your one stop for exercise gear to get working out or fashions for going out. And your one stop for footwear in your size, your style, yours to take home today. Scheels, employee owned, community minded, and like no place you've ever shopped before.
It's a new day, Northern Colorado, and we're set to seize it. More than that, we're out to dent the old standard and set the gold standard. Today is about resilience. That's something our squad has shown and continues to show. Today is about growth. That's a trait this team and this town have seen and continue to see. All this time, the focus has been on our community's legendary future. But today, it dawned on us. The future is now. Are we building something special? Hell yeah, we are.
Well, after an hour-and-a-half long weather delay, there is soccer to be played on this 4th of July evening. Northern Colorado Hailstorm and Charlotte Independence. It is finally just about time for kickoff here at Future Legends Complex in Windsor, Colorado. John Gross with you on this 4th of July evening for this top 5 matchup, 4 versus 5, Charlotte and Northern Colorado. And this is a match that very well could come down to keeper play. So we will highlight both of these starting keepers. They have been 2 of the best keepers in the entire USL League One on the season. And we'll start with the starting keeper for the Hailstorm, Lalo Delgado. And his numbers, they've been impressive to say the least. Tied for the league lead in clean sheets, first in goals against average, first in save percentage as well. Last time out against Central Valley Fuego, had 1 save in his 7th clean sheet performance. This is a guy who really did not have a ton of recent experience entering this season, but according to assistant coach Colin Falvey, he gives this group a sense of calmness and confidence out of the back. And on the flip side for Charlotte Independence, hey, Austin Pack. He's been doing this for quite some time in Charlotte. Not his first rodeo in the Queen City. First in the league in saves, second in save percentage amongst the year-long starters. You look at those numbers, 6 clean sheets as well, and yeah, 57 saves. He's been tested a lot this season. He has been up to the task the large majority of the time. It's his 2nd stint with this club. He rejoined late last year after playing for Hartford. He's been a key piece of this squad in a couple of important seasons, and they'll look for him to have a big match today. So here's the starting 11 for Northern Colorado, led by Eamon Zayed. Now we think we'll see 4 in the back, but we may also see a 5-4-1. We'll monitor that as this match progresses. Nonetheless, this is a team that is well rested. They have not played since June 24th when they took down Central Valley Fuego. The name to know, up front, Trevor Ammon. Currently the Golden Boot leader, has 8 goals on the season after scoring 5 goals all of last year. Was goalless against Central Valley, but did record a team high 4 shots. Charlotte Independence, led by Mike Jeffries. This is a team in the midst of a gauntlet. 4 consecutive road matches. There's been some player rotation. Tracer Mbuyu back in the starting 11. Miguel Ibarra as well. You look at this team, again, a team that has seen some players rotated in and out. Dane Kelly up front alongside Ryan JJ, one of the newcomers. JJ scored in his 2nd match with the club back against Chattanooga Red Wolves, and they'll look for that duo up front to provide some goal-scoring opportunities. So here we are, Future Legends Field in Windsor, Colorado. First meeting of the season between these 2 clubs, and these are 2 squads with an interesting history. You look back to last season, both teams' first season in League One, Northern Colorado's first year as a club in general, Charlotte Independence moving from USL Championship to League One, and these 2 sides were tied on points after the final match day of the season. So it came down to wins. Charlotte had the edge by 1 win, 12-11. Therefore, the Jacks qualified for the postseason over the Hailstorm. It was a 2-1 series edge a season ago for Northern Colorado, and the first season that these 2 sides squared off. But here in 2023, they have both looked like top-notch clubs in League One. You look at some of the numbers that Northern Colorado has put up this season. They are 2nd in the league in goals per match, 1st in goals against. And how about a shout out to the fans staying here at Future Legends Field, persevering through the hour-and-a-half-long weather delay and sticking with it as these 2 teams continue to warm up and we get you set for kickoff between Northern Colorado and Charlotte. Northern Colorado in tremendous form entering today, a club record 7-match unbeaten streak. And these haven't been a ton of draws. No, we've seen a lot of wins from this side. 5-0-2, and as we showed you before, they've only played 11 matches, so they are picking up 3 points. They're getting results, and that's why they are sitting in a really good position as we enter July in what will be a daunting July stretch for the Hailstorm. On the flip side for Charlotte, winless in its last 3 matches. That follows a 3-match winning streak for Mike Jeffries' squad, so they're looking to turn things around. But again, in the midst of this challenging 4-match road stretch, which has seen them go 0-2-1. one of the things that has been a rough trend for them lately, conceding goals. You look through the first 12 matches, the Jacks conceded just 7 goals. Over the last 3 fixtures, 6 goals conceded. So it's really been a drop-off on the defensive side of things for Charlotte. They'll look to turn things around against a high-octane Northern Colorado attack. And while this Northern Colorado team entered today well-rested, bit of a different story for Charlotte. They played on Friday against North Carolina, final installment of the Dogwood Derby in 2023. It was a 2-0 defeat for Charlotte on the road in Cary, North Carolina. And the season series comes to an end, at least in the regular season, 1-1-1. And he talked to Mike Jeffries earlier in the week, and I asked him about just this stretch that they're entering right now and that they're in the midst of, and he talked about the player rotation, the importance of staying fresh. But he said this stretch right now is absolutely crucial for us. These 4 matches that they're in the middle of, feels that they've been solid for a lot of this season, but they just haven't quite done that these last few games. Felt that after winning the 3 matches in a row, there was a bit of a drop-off after having a more extended hiatus between matches, but a chance to turn things around on the road today at Northern Colorado. Meanwhile, Northern Colorado coming off of that extended break, not having played since June 24th. Had the chance to chat with assistant coach Colin Falvey earlier in the week about that break, and he emphasized how important that win against Central Valley Fuego was entering that break. It leaves them on a high note, allowed them to give guys time off, and they did have a couple of players who were nicked up a bit, allowed them to recover, get some time off. And Northern Colorado slowly but surely making its way onto the pitch right now. A stormy evening in Windsor, Colorado at Future Legends Field. First meeting of the season between these two squads, and this was a match that was supposed to kick off an hour 30-ish ago. This 4th of July Tuesday. There are some of the faithful that have stuck through it. Brand new venue here in Windsor. And it's a beautiful facility, soccer pitch, baseball stadium for the Northern Colorado Owls baseball team as well. Get a look at Charlotte warming up. The Independents, fitting that they're playing today. We'll dive into that story a little bit later in the broadcast. The Independents doesn't exactly refer to the day that we're honoring today. Meanwhile, Northern Colorado, as their name indicates, they've dealt with some storms this season. Now, earlier in the year, a couple weeks ago actually, down at Tormenta, they played 45 minutes against South Georgia, and at halftime, there were some storms in the area, waited about 3 hours or so. That match was called off, so they will replay the entirety of that fixture. Hopefully we can get through this entire evening unscathed after the hour 30-plus weather delay. We are just about ready. Northern Colorado in the blue kits, Charlotte Independents in the whites. Mike Jeffries and company looking to turn things around after 3 consecutive winless matches by the Jacks. And our match officials make their way on the pitch. Adam Rice is our head referee. AR's Robert Kaczynski, JT Belzer. There is Eamon Zayed, second-year head man, the May Coach of the Month. Has done a masterful job leading the charge this season. Did so as well last year. Came up just short in terms of win total to this very Charlotte side that kept them out of the postseason. So if you're still barbecuing, grab something off the grill, grab a beverage, grab a seat, and settle in. USL League One action on this 4th of July, the only fixture of the day in the league, as Miguel Ibarra stands over at center circle Ibarra, who did not start last match, first time coming on as a substitute, gets us underway. 4th of July footy here in Windsor, Colorado. So happy to have all of you with us. Thanks for making us a part of your 4th of July festivities, and even with the hour-and-a-half plus weather delay, should be a fun one between two sides who have been near the top of the table for much of this season. Hammond has it knocked away. Will be a throw for the home side. Unbeaten in 7 consecutive matches. 6-1-4 on the season for the Hailstorm. 5-0-2 during this 7-match streak. Longest such streak in club history. Oprah elevates long, finds the chest of Ammon. There's Nortain Ortiz. Cross sprayed in, headed goalward, and it's off target. Promising early build-up for Northern Colorado. Squad with a boatload of weapons. We talked about Trevor Ammon earlier, Golden Boot leader at this point of the season with 8 goals. Billy King, major threat as well. He scored last time out in the 1-0 win over Fuego. And a free kick on the way. Jackson Dietrich, the one who upended Joel Johnson. Here's a look back at that last opportunity for Northern Colorado. Off the lovely ball in from Bruno Rendon. Kelly slips it into the 18, and Rogers does well to clear it away. Here's Omar Sis. Long ball towards Mbuyu. Header controlled by Lucky Oprah. And it slips through. Here's Ammon. King running alongside him. Looking for King. Well played to the back by Breck Evans, who has played the full 90 in his 42 career matches with Northern Colorado. Mbuyu jockeying with Rogers. That's a star matchup right there. And it is Rogers who comes away with it, but it's gifted right back. Mbuyu, they play on. Mbuyu sidesteps and strikes. Tracer Mbuyu, he's seen his production uptick significantly as this season's progressed. 3 goals here in 2023 after 11 last year, including one which was a stoppage time winner a season ago against Northern Colorado in the first ever meeting between these sides. Here's Nortie. Punches long, looking for Ammon. No trouble for the reliable Austin Pack. Coming off of a 6-save performance against North Carolina. He has saved more shots than any keeper in the league, and it's really not even close. 57 saves of the season with the sure-handed Austin Pack in the back. Johnson flicks on, battling with Oprah. And a free kick awarded. Adam Rice in there quickly having a word with Joel Johnson. JJ Johnson now. Assist controls. Lifted ahead. Rendon watches it trickle out. Goal kick on the way for Lalo Delgado. Delgado has claimed an opportunity in Windsor, and he has ran with it. You look back to last season, just one appearance with Phoenix Rising at the USL Championship level. Comes into Northern Colorado and has been tremendous. And you have to credit this back line as well. This back line has been so good. It's allowed the reigning defender of the year in Arthur Rogers to shift up to the midfield. That's how dominant this back line has been. And a free kick on the way for Charlotte. Buyu takes a tumble. Dangerous area here. Charlotte certainly capable of spraying one in. Ibarra and Flanagan will stand over it. Ibarra, a seasoned veteran, a former MLS man with Seattle Sounders. Navion Flanagan, 29th pick in the 2021 MLS Super Draft. Young player, as it's Ibarra who lifts it in. And it's launched well over the crossbar. Goal kick coming for Delgado. You can hear the wind howling here in Windsor. Stormy evening. Space to work with in the left flank. Options inside the 18. Flicked across, and it's cleared off the end line by Lucky Oprah. A dangerous moment for Charlotte. Very threatening early on in this one. Take a look back, and it's Tracer Mbuyu, who has pace for days. Challenging angle. He tested Delgado, who gets a hand on it. Well done by Lucky Oprah to boot it out of danger. Evans knocks it back to Delgado. Kelly applies the pressure. Rogers skies it and sends it out for a Charlotte throw. Elevated ball finds the head of Kelly, and it trickles into the hands of Delgado. Sis on that midfield header. JJ applies the pressure and got a little too physical. Ryan JJ, one of the newer additions to this squad, signed on June 16th. Mike Jeffrey said that he adds a physical presence in the midfield with Bashir Ndiaye out. He's been in some really high-level environments, the native of France. Floating ball. Finds the head of Johnson. Free kick on the way for the visitors. Well, we talked about this before, but the Independence nickname does not actually stem from the Declaration of Independence that we are celebrating today on July 4th. It stems from the Mecklenburg Declaration of Independence, which was purportedly written up in May of 1775, as Ammon lets it roll out for a throw. Now, there are some question marks about the authenticity of the declaration, but Charlotteans, North Carolinians, many do claim that that was the very first Declaration of Independence made in the 13 colonies on May 19th of 1775. Here's King. Rendon knocks it wide. Cross played in. Headed out of the 6. Still danger though. King able to settle. Here's Oprah. Rogers lifts one on, looking for King. Dietrich plays one across, no trouble for Austin Pack. Going back to the Independence nickname origin, the Jack's nickname stems from a Captain James Jack. He was a young tavern owner who allegedly volunteered to take the Mecklenburg Declaration of Independence in 1775 to the Continental Congress up in Philadelphia. So a bit of a history lesson today on our USL League One broadcast. We thank all of you for joining us, sticking with us through the weather delay, but a high-profile fixture in the Rockies. King turns into space. Sis marking him. Sis got a toe in there, and it is Omar Sis. He boxes out, watches it roll out for a throw. Northern Colorado sideline. Felt it should have been their throw. Rendon, so athletic, wins that header, but settled by JJ. A lovely ball to Mbuyu. Mbuyu out wide, and a bit too heavy on the feed. Physical challenge by Johnson. Johnson threads it for Ibarra. Well played by Dietrich to knock it away momentarily. Still Ibarra. Low cross. Played through. Space to blast. One! It's JJ! What a finish! Ryan JJ! An absolute screamer in the 15th. His second of the season. is tough to beat a strike like that. The dummy allows it through. JJ well outside the box. He lets it rip. Nobody steps out to mark him. Just a beautiful strike. And the French midfielder comes up with a goal in the 15th minute. Second of the season for JJ, who was signed back on June 16th. He trained with the club in the preseason. Took until June to earn that spot. Dietrich and company looking to respond. Here's King. Crosses. Headed out to Oprah. Dietrich again. Vola. Rogers. Delgado kicking into the wind. You can see the impact the wind had on that. And you can hear the wind right now. It is howling here in Windsor. Joel Johnson tried to pick up an extra couple of yards. More than a couple, in fact. Johnson, who's been so versatile this season for Charlotte, has been slotted all around the pitch. As Mbuyu is tripped up by Oprah, and a delayed whistle. The free kick on the way for the Jacks. It's Ibarra to take it. Ball lifted back post. Well, a strong start today for the visitors. Looking to snap a 3-match winless streak. They're in the midst of a 4-match road swing. As Dietrich surges ahead. Rogers, as it clipped away from behind. Well played by the Charlotte midfield. Now a chance to counter. Sis, check that Kelly. Switches out wide. And a giveaway in the midfield. Numbers here. Hailstorm looking to respond. Perfectly played out of the back. Rendon, back heel. Rogers tees up a cross. Rogers ball headed out of the area. And we will have a change of balls. And actually another ball. There we go. Third ball's the charm. There's Clay Dimmick, the second-year captain for Charlotte. His 5th season with the club. As Kelly slips through. Kelly! Make it 2-0! Dane Kelly. He knows a thing or two about goals, to say the least. It's his 3rd of the season. Mobbed by his teammates. And a dream start on the road in this gauntlet stretch for the Independents.
Charlotte Independence goal scored by number
Look back at how this got kick-started.
In the 22nd minute.
Just skipping ball that rolls through to Kelly. So skillful, so confident. And a precise strike finds the back of the net. He is the all-time leading goal scorer in the USL Championship. And now at the League One level, give him 3 in the season. His 113th goal in the USL. Dane Kelly, the Jamaican who moved to the US in 2011 for a tryout with Charleston Battery, made the roster. The rest is history. Still ample time, but strong start for the visitors. A place that has been treacherous, to say the least, for opponents. Northern Colorado unbeaten at home this season, 3-0-1 at the brand new Future Legends Fields. Challenge in the midfield, won by Dimmick. Contact, they play on. Threaded ball for Ibarra. Space to work with for Miguel. His cross, sniffed down well. King looking to clear it out of danger, can't do so. Ibarra knocks it through. Johnson, one more, looking for Mbuyu, just not quite at the same page. US Foods is the official food supply partner of Future Legends Complex and Hailstorm FC. And certainly not what you want to see. Take a look back at this replay. Kelly, just moments after scoring that goal, shaken up. Great to see him back at his feet. Muscling with Rogers. Fola switches, and nobody there. Just not quite at the same page with this intended man, Billy King. Well, you have to wonder, maybe rust a bit of a factor for the home side tonight. Haven't played since the 24th, that 1-0 win over Fuego. King. Feed centrally. One more touch. Beautiful ball to Norty. He could not settle, though. Would have had space to work with. You could even look before that match of the 24th. They only played one half against Tormenta. Played 45 minutes. At halftime, Storms rolled in after about a 3-hour or so wait. Match was called and rescheduled to a later date. So there's not been a lot of soccer played as of late for the Hailstorm. Oprah. Here's Norty. Rolled ahead, intercepted. Well played by Nick Spielman, who has become a mainstay of this back line for Charlotte this season. Right back by Evans. Oprah, dominant in the air. King finds Rogers. Rogers, space for Ammon. The Golden Boot leader strike. Deflected out. Rendon keeps it in the final third. Rolls one through. And it's sprayed away. Feed for Ibarra. Flicks on. Kelly, one more for Mbuyu. Good offline. For Tracer Mbuyu. Rendon. Cupid right back. Finds Norty. Norty lets one fly. Pack parries away. And the offside flag is raised. First time today that we've seen Austin Pack really tested. He was ready for it. Red Zone NoCo is a proud sponsor of Hailstorm FC. Red Zone offers 1-hour group fitness sessions that help burn more calories than your typical gym workout. Red Zone NoCo. Get in the zone. Two-0 lead for the visitors. Just the third time this season that Northern Colorado has conceded multiple goals in a league match. Here's King. JJ, that last touch on it. Corner kick on the way. Corner kicks tonight are brought to you by Meadow Golds. His first corner kick of the evening for either squad. And it's Arthur Rogers who saunters to the corner flag. Last year set a League One record, 80 chances created. Team of the Week selection after his performance against Central Valley. Here is Rogers. Back heel. King, space to cross, does just that. Towards the backside. Ammon settles. Comes out to Dietrich. Rogers. Maneuvers free. Rogers lets one fly! Arthur Rogers, nearly an absolute banger. You certainly can't fault the ambitious effort. Would have been one of the best hit balls we've seen all season in League One. Instead, a goal kick for Austin Pack. Mile high one at that. Trying to battle this wind. Lovely 1-2 on the header. Here's Johnson. Play broken up momentarily by Rogers. Ibarra sticks with it. And Mbuyu, acres of space. And Mbuyu punches across. First corner of the night of the way for Charlotte. Brought to you by Meadow Golds. Comes with the 31st minute. Take a look back at this replay. Well done by Ibarra to find his man in space. Corner kick on the way. Maybe got Flanagan to take it. Flanagan's ball. Get it out of the area. And Sis taps it out. Throw in on the way. Spielman wings it to the air. Dangerous throw in. It is taken away. Here is Kelly. One goal already. Trying to chip the keeper. Nearly disastrous for Northern Colorado. Through 32 minutes. Certainly not the start that Eamon Zayed and company had in mind. But for Charlotte, it has been tremendous. 2-0 edge, looking to snap a 3-match winless streak. Charlotte a 1-point edge over Northern Colorado in the table, 4 versus 5. That being said, Northern Colorado have played 4 less matches than tonight's opponent for the home side. Rogers. Barra. Physical challenge from the midfield. Stand out for Charlotte. Volo's ball slips through. Space to work with. Turned away. And it's popped out for a throw. Valentin Sabella had space to let one fly. Medical crew being ushered on. Down Charlotte player.
No, I'm here. Are you disconnected again? Oh, shit. No. Well, your hands are in.
Clay Dimmick in some pain, but he's been described as a fighter. In fact, his first name Clay, named after the great Cassius Clay. So he'll walk off the pitch. Second-year captain out of Atlanta.
No.
Expect a big throw here from Northern Colorado. Man advantage for the time being until Dimmick re-enters.
Huh?
Here's Evans.
No. There he is.
Evans turns on the Jets. Evans, here to see him in the final third. Didn't look all too comfortable with it, but he does win it back. Battling with Johnson. And how about that effort from Breck Evans? He lost it, did not give up on it. And he wins his side, a free kick in a threatening area. Look back at this. Jockeying with Johnson. See the physical play from the center back. Rogers and Sabella alongside it. Is there a response inside the final 10 of this first 45? Ball in from Rogers. Headed a mile high. Norty wins the second ball. How about the third ball as well for Norty? Eventually cleared by Hector Acosta. Oprah. Rogers now. Oprah. Nigerian. Switches for Rendon. Rendon, a low cross towards Sabella. Clearance unsuccessful. Here's Norty. Evans. Chips. Finds the chest of Ammon. Golden boot leader. His cross. Deflected by Dimmick. Another corner kick on the way. This corner kick brought to you by Meadow Gold. Second corner of the night for the home side. You see that flag blowing goalward. Low cross from Rogers. Pinballs around and it's in.
Hailstorm goal!
Arthur Rogers, a dangerous skipper that seemingly took a couple of deflections. And Northern Colorado right back in this one. Take a look back at this replay. Appear to have come off of a Charlotte player. We'll see exactly how it scored. That seems to be exactly what happened. So Northern Colorado back within one as Flanagan lifts it ahead, finds Kelly. An aerial strike unsuccessful. Nearly the instant answer. There's Arthur Rogers, who just kick-started that goal for the Hailstorm. It's the Northern Colorado squad, so dangerous on the attack. Second in the league in goals per match, and doing it without Irvin Para, who had a magical season a year ago. We send Irvin our continued best wishes, best thoughts. Late last month, he actually completed his 12-month treatment battling his testicular cancer. He's been training with the club, and we are so excited for his much-anticipated return to the pitch. As Norty flicks on, looking for Ammon. Did not take a touch. Will be a goal kick. Adam Rice, our match referee, a couple of words with Austin Pack. Inside the final 5 minutes of this first half. Top 5 showdown. Lone match of the night in the league. Becker Safety and Supply has you covered from head to toe. They provide industry-leading products and services to help keep you safe. Located in Windsor and Greeley and online at beckersafety.com. Back heel from Kelly, finds Mbuyu. Flanagan now. Flanagan towards the byline. Flanagan, did he win a corner kick? He did not. Last goal by Northern Colorado, officially listed as an own goal by Nick Spielman. That corner kick. Under some duress, Kelly has it taken away. Dietrich dances, Kelly falls on it, and it's a point to the spot. A couple of costly mishaps at the back. Take another look at this. Yeah, you can see Austin Pack. The clear takedown and a yellow card shown as well.
A yellow card has been issued to Charlotte Independence, number 1,
Austin Pack shown a yellow. And it's Trevor Ammon who steps to the spot. Ammon, the Golden Boot leader with 8 goals in the season. Ammon. Converts! From 2-0 down to 2-2 level in short order. We are deadlocked late in the first 45. Ninth goal of this season for number 9, Trevor Ammon.
Trevor Ammon in the 44th minute.
His first year rocking the number 9 shirt. He has earned it, to say the least. Pack guessed correctly, but Ammon tucked it in. And we are level at 2. Ammon now 2 of 3 on penalty kicks this season. And what a first half of action. Worth the hour-and-a-half weather delay. Ammon up to 9 goals in the season. When he spoke to Ayman Zayed prior to the season, this season, he said that he expects Trevor to have at least 10 goals. Well, we're just at about the halfway point. Actually, not even that for Northern Colorado. He's one shy of 10. Charlotte, after jumping out to that quick 2-0 lead. How fast things have changed. As Ibarra and Dietrich get into it. And look at this team so early on in the season. Not even that early. Through the first 12 matches, they were really solid defensively. Just 7 goals conceded since then. They have allowed 8 goals over the last 3.5 matches. As Flanagan looks to take it back. Flanagan skips one across. Knocked away by Delgado. 2 minutes of added time. And what has been a back and forth first half. It was a 2-0 lead for the Jacks. 2 in a row since then for Northern Colorado. An own goal and then a penalty kick. Here's Oprah. Lucky with it once again. Dietrich now. Steps into space. Ortain Ortiz. Oprah. Picks out a cross, curls it goalward. Pack was ready for it. And Avion Flanagan. Now the controls. Moments away from the halftime whistle. That should bring us to the midway mark. And what a first half it was. We waited an hour and a half for this match to kick off after the weather delay. Oh, we got some drama in the first half, to say the least. 2-0 lead to start things off for Charlotte, and then a couple of quick goals to respond, and we are level at 2 in the first meeting of the season between Northern Colorado and Charlotte Independence. 4th of July matchups. We've had fireworks nationwide. Fireworks on the pitch tonight as well here in Windsor. Halftime after this. Stick with us on ESPN+. The fans enjoying things. It's been a fun one so far. Battling through some inclement weather. Halftime in Windsor.
Shields All Sports Store is your one stop for everything outdoors, with local experts eager to guide you through the widest selection of brands. Your one stop for exercise gear to get working out or fashions for going out. And your one stop for footwear in your size, your style, yours to take home today. Shields, employee owned, community minded, and like no place you've ever shopped before.
Welcome. I'm Jason Olskard. I'm here with Jackie and Michelle, and we are the Olskard team powered by C3 Real Estate Solutions.
We are proud to partner with future legends to help fulfill the lifestyle needs, wants, and desires of each family who wants to call Colorado home.
C3 stands for character, culture, and commitment. That is core to who we are and the exceptional value that every client will experience when working with us.
If you value working with an experienced team, we invite you to reach out to schedule a time to meet with us.
Back here in Windsor, Colorado. The air balloons were out earlier. 2-2 is the score right here, right now. Northern Colorado answering back from a 2-0 deficit early. What a match it has been, and we still have 45 minutes left to play. But let's take a look back at last weekend in USL League One. We get things started with the third and final installment of the Dogwood Derby. 40th minute, cheeky back heel by Rafa Mensingen. Jaden Cervenia's shot parried away, but Olex Anderson says, hey, I'll take that. His 5th goal of the season. Olex, he wasn't done. 59th minute, quite possibly the best assist we've seen this season. Are you kidding me? Perfectly hit back heel by Garrett McLaughlin. Anderson is there, his 2nd of the match. Olex now up to 6 goals in the season and 5 assists. North Carolina, the 2-0 win. The team split the season series 1-1 and 1. Let's move to the other Carolina. Greenville triumph versus Thor Madison. Flamingos entered winners of 4 in a row, but in the 33rd minute, a bit of controversy. Liam McKinnon working on Stephen Payne. Handball is called inside the 18. Thor Madison not thrilled about it. But Aaron Walker, he steps to the spot. Vern Shipman guessed correctly, but didn't matter. 1-0 is the score. Second half, Timmy Mel and company looking to spark something. Lovely ball by Mel, finds the head of Jay Krull, but nothing to show for it. 1-0 the final. Greenville now 3 wins in a row and unbeaten in its last 6. Richmond Kickers welcome Chattanooga to town after a scoreless first 45. Watch what happens here early in the second. Right side of your screen. Contact inside the box off the throw-in. A penalty kick is awarded. And hey, when Emi Terzaghi steps to the spot, you just better start praying. That's about your only hope. The 3-time defending Golden Boot winner, now just 1 back of the league lead entering tonight. Trevor Ammon had the goal in the first half, so now 2 goals back, 1-0 to score there. And then Ryan Sierakowski upended. Felipe Laborio showed a yellow kick. That is the league worst 5th penalty conceded by Chattanooga this year. That allows Nil Vinyals, what a moment for him to open his 2023 account. The 30-year kicker, he overcame an early season injury. He is back in the Roos. Claimed 3 points to move into 3rd place. And the final match of the weekend, what a match it was. Lexington and Tormenta. Here's the early minutes of this one. Back pass to Amal Knight. He then picks it up. That's a no-no. It results in an indirect free kick, but that would have to wait as Storms rolled in. A weather delay in Lexington, Kentucky. And then off the indirect free kick, great feed by Fonseca. It's Tobias Otieno, the 4th-minute goal. That's the fastest goal of the season for Tormenta. Then a little later on, 27th minute, off a corner kick, Deshaun Nemhard goes airborne with a diving header, 2-0 to score. After a couple of set-piece goals, why not one of the run of play? Kingsford Ajay, what a run right here as he threads it, perfectly placed ball. Keziah Sterling does the rest. The Antonio Brown Memphis Grizzlies dance, he'll take it. 3-0 is the score. The party would continue off the set pieces. An own goal, Kalen Fox. It's an unfortunate break. 4-0 the score at that point. But a bright spot. Misplay at the back by TJ Bush. Nico Brown, as easy of a goal as he'll find. Some life for Lexington, but still a 4-1 score. But what a moment this is. Jackson Corey creating some space, plays it back to Mateus Cassini in his debut since the injured collarbone. You can see the emotions on his face. One of the biggest offseason additions, who missed a lot of time this season with the collarbone injury, scores 5-1 the final in that one. 2-2 is the score here in Windsor, Colorado. We'll have more for you after this break. Just a wild and wacky first 45 minutes. Should be a fun final 45 as well. Back after this on ESPN+.
Ready for more of the game you love? Ready for more players and more teams? Ready for more stadiums, for more fans in more cities? This is a different league. The USL Super League. Built for the future of women's soccer. Bridging the journey from youth to pro, connected to the global game, and bringing it all closer to home. Are you ready?
We all have goals. But let's be honest, Most of us aren't going to be professional athletes. But if your goal is to finish your degree, we can help. Come to a university that puts your goals first. Bellevue University, your partner in finishing goals.
Slide this in behind. Now it comes for Valesky. Tries to leave it there for Gleedle. Sam Gleedle. It's a tap in for Christian Valesky. And Monterey Bay are absolutely flying tonight. Bomasoso. Right through the middle. Johnny Rodriguez. Rodriguez scores! Something out of nothing for the Oakland Roots.
Let's take a look at some USL League One news and notes as we kick off the new weekend and a coaching change out west. Central Valley Fuego announced earlier in the week that the club parted ways with Martin Vasquez. Adam Smith, the former sporting director, has now been appointed as coach for the remainder of the season. We talked in the first half, Hailstorm had a match that was postponed due to bad weather, and that match has been rescheduled to August 23rd at 7:30. You can catch it on ESPN+. And congratulations, Olex Anderson. His brace led North Carolina to the Dogwood Derby win. He is Player of the Week. So here's a look back at the scores that we just showed you, the highlights we just showed you, I should say. And a lot of close ones except for the bottom. 5-1 South Georgia Tormenta, a dominant win and a big win for Ian Cameron's club. But other than that, fun one between Greenville and Fort Madison. You need Omaha and Fuego as well. And again, a look back at last weekend in USL League One. Here's a look at what's coming up the rest of this week. Jam-packed weekend, 4 fixtures on Saturday, 1 on Sunday, and both teams playing in this match will be playing this weekend. A little less rest for Northern Colorado Hailstorm. Charlotte Independence finally back at home as they take on Lexington on Sunday at 5 p.m. Mountain Time. But right here in Windsor, it is a 2-2 scoreline through a wild first 45 minutes of action. A weather delay, 4 goals, a whole lot of action, and I'd expect some more drama to ensue. Stick with us on ESPN+.
Shields All Sports Store is your one stop for everything outdoors, with local experts eager to guide you through the widest selection of brands. Your one stop for exercise gear to get working out or fashions for going out. And your one stop for footwear in your size, your style, yours to take home today. Shields, employee owned, community minded, and like no place you've ever shopped before.
It's a new day, Northern Colorado, and we're set to seize it. More than that, we're out to dent the old standard and set the gold standard. Today is about resilience. That's something our squad has shown and continues to show. Today is about growth. That's a trait this team and this town have seen and continue to see. All this time, the focus has been on our community's legendary future. But today, it dawned on us. The future is now. Are we building something special? Hell yeah, we are.
what a first half that was. Let's take a look back at some of the highlights from the first 45 minutes. What a blast. I mean, Ryan JJ, confident strike from well out of the box. His second goal in just 4 matches with Charlotte. A little bit later on, ball slips through, finds Dane Kelly, a seasoned veteran. His 113th goal in the USL, that's between the Championship and League One. 2-0. Things are looking really good for the visitors, looking to snap a 3-match winless streak. But things would change quickly. Off the corner kick, it is an own goal. Deflects off of Nick Spielman, past Austin Pack. 2-1 the score. And then, again, mistake defensively. Back pass that was a bit sloppy. Austin Pack could not control. He's called for the foul. Trevor Hammond, the Golden Boot leader. That Golden Boot still shining. His 9th goal of the season for number 9. As the striker ties things 2-2 through 45 minutes. Here's a look at our first half match stats. And very, very even in terms of opportunities. 6 shots apiece, 2 shots on target. The difference, Northern Colorado, they were in control possession-wise, 62%. And we did see the 1 yellow card that was issued to Austin Pack after that foul that resulted in the penalty kick that we just showed you moments ago. First meeting of the season between these squads. When they met last year, there was certainly some drama. 2 of the fixtures were 1-goal victories. One of them was a 3-1 win. You see Tracer Mbuyu, bottom of your screen, hustling back onto the pitch. He was the hero in Charlotte's lone win over Northern Colorado last season. A stoppage time winner. As the team switch sides, Northern Colorado in the blue kits, Charlotte Independence in the white kits. We sincerely thank you for making us a part of your 4th of July. Hope everyone has had an awesome Independence Day. There's no better way to cap it off than some USL League One late night action. League One after dark. It has lived up to the billing so far. It is 4 versus 5 showdown. 2 teams separated by just 1 point, with Charlotte up by 1, although they have played 4 more matches than their opponent. As Hammond is knocked out, results in a free quick kick and a quick restart. Northern Colorado unbeaten in its last 7. That is a club record. Eamon Zayed's club on an absolute roll. Talked to assistant coach Colin Fowley earlier in the week, and he said the biggest thing that has impressed him about this run is just his guys' resilience. They've battled through some adversity. Look what they've done today, down 2-0, now tied at 2. Dietrich works it back. All run out. It's Rogers. Rogers has been slotted into the midfield as this season's progressed, with this back line being so sturdy. Dietrich keeps it for King. King's cross. Finds that of Spielman. Stays in play. Again at the feet of King. Oprah chips ahead, finds the chest of Norty. Norty was ready to unleash. Couldn't control enough to do so. Unconvincing clearance. You see the wind certainly have an impact on that ball. Match delayed by about an hour and a half or so due to inclement weather. As Rendon skips one through on the back post. Ammon was there. Disbelief from the Northern Colorado sideline. Trevor Ammon nearly buried his 10th of the season. Here's a look back. See the ball from Rendon. Perfectly placed ball. Ammon unable to get a proper toe on it. But he's so good at finding his way into those dangerous areas. There's a giveaway as Dietrich wins it back for Northern Colorado. That's something I talked about with Eamon Zayed earlier in the season about Trevor. He says last year he missed a lot of those big opportunities, but he routinely told Trevor that, hey, it is a gift just to find yourself in those opportunities. There's a knack for finding the spaces and making himself available as Rogers wins it back. Deflected ball. Cleared as deep as Rendon. This has been a first 3+ minutes dominated possession-wise by the Hailstorm. And Kelly, hard challenge from behind. Leo Fola holding his face. And a lightning fast restart. Here's the pacey Mbuyu, marked by Rogers. And Mbuyu taken off of it. It's Rendon who won that challenge. Take a look back at this. Kelly, hard challenge from behind by Fola. And Leo still down. As Eamon Zayed, as he looks on, his team trying to remain unbeaten in what would be 8 in a row. But right now, the standout backline players in pain. Leo Fola, who actually spent 2 years with Chattanooga Red Wolves as a teammate of Eamon Zayed's. Look at this back line. Talked about earlier how the high-level ability of this defensive unit allowed Arthur Rogers, the reigning Defender of the Year, to slide up to the midfields. He's so good at creating chances. In fact, set the record last year at that. But they've been without Rob Cornwall for some time, though he was available last match. Did not play the last 3 matches. Now Fola shaken up. So it is a corner kick brought to you by Meadow Gold. Second corner kick of the night for the Jacks.
A yellow card has been issued to Hailstorm FC's bench in the 51st minute.
And a yellow card was just issued to the Hailstorm bench. Second yellow given out in this one. The other one was to Austin Pack. Flanagan now. Crosses back post. Had options in the area. Will head the opposite direction. Hard challenge, and is this another reach to the pocket? It is. Nick Spielman shown yellow, so moments after Eamon Zayed and the Northern Colorado bench received a yellow card, Nick Spielman has now been cautioned.
A yellow card has been issued to Charlotte Independence, number 4, Nick Spielman.
Rogers.
In the 52nd minute.
Lips locked and a goal kick on the way. Select is the official match ball supplier of the USL League One and many elite leagues throughout Europe. Visit www.us.select-sport.com for the latest Select products, specials, and more. Select, the player's choice. Avion Flanagan. Through for Ibarra, who lets it roll to Mbuyu. Kicked off of it by Rendon. Ibarra. Lays it across. Called in by Delgado. We opened the broadcast once we got back from the weather delay talking about these two keepers. I don't think that really anybody saw a scoreline like this. 2-2, given the play of these keepers and especially of the Northern Colorado back line this season. As Sabella goes down. And now Nortia and Ibarra getting into it. Arthur Rogers, the London native, previously spent 2 years with Hartford Athletic and youth trials, the Fulham, Watford academies. He's been instrumental to Northern Colorado's success over the last 2 years. Puts this back into play. Towering ball towards the back post. Unscathed for a goal kick. Flanagan kept it in. Does spin over the touchline for a throw. Just have not seen much sustained possession from Charlotte this half. 67% possession for Northern Colorado in the first 10 minutes of the second half. King trying to play it off of Spielman. Has resulted in a throw. Rendon, it's cross-blocked. Rendon launches in a throw-in. Comes out to Rogers. Settles, strikes off the volley. Headed off target. But Arthur Rogers, always a threat. In and around the final third. Dimmick with King hustling alongside him. It is Dimmick, the captain, who wins it. Rogers the interception. You can see the challenges that Charlotte have had clearing the ball due to the wind at their face this half. Rendon. Space to work with. Dances on Omar Sis. Central feed for Ammon. Ammon through for Rendon. Rendon muscles off of it. And Rendon is called for the foul. Hector Acosta in some pain, and Rendon is shown the yellow card. It was a physical challenge. Let's get a look at this.
Yellow card has been issued.
And Bruno Rendon has been cautioned.
Bruno Rendon in the 58th minute.
First-year player who Joined the club from Nice's side, Syracuse Pulse, where he was coached by now assistant Colin Falvey. Eamon Zayed calls him the most athletic player on this team. He's been shown a yellow. There's Rendon. Oprah. Flip from behind. Dean Kelly, the culprit. Lifted ball. Spielman jockeys for it. Slipped across towards Rendon. Well played by Flanagan to the back. Again, Avion Flanagan getting involved. Giveaway, settled by Oprah. Here's Nortino. Rogers. King. Probes. King lets it fly. Turned away by Austin Pack. As Mbuyu chops it out to Ibarra. Extended press from Northern Colorado. And it does result in a turnover. Just past the hour mark in this one. The match delayed by about an hour and a half due to weather in the area. After Charlotte Independence jumped out to a 2-0 lead, back-to-back goals by Northern Colorado have leveled things. And a down Independence player in the back. Joel Johnson shaken up. Johnson helps to his feet. Let's look back at this last strike by Billy King. A daunting angle, but he let it fly. Well played by Austin Pack. And great to see Joel Johnson back on his feet. Johnson back with Charlotte after spending last year with Hartford Athletic, after playing for Charlotte from 2016 to 2021. Scored 3 goals over his last 5 matches, after scoring 3 goals after his through his first 160 fixtures with the club. Before that, he's become a versatile piece of this roster. They've moved him all around the pitch, a slew of different positions. Back to the action we go with Breck Evans. King works one-on-one, waits for the overlap. King finds Nortie, 1-2 unsuccessful. Perfectly placed ball to Kelly. Kelly tripped up and a yellow is shown. Leo Fola now has been booked.
A yellow card has been issued to Hailstorm, number 5, Leo Fola, in the 63rd minute.
Charlotte, nearly a golden chance on the counter, broken up by Fola. That's a yellow card that you'll take. Gatto, really the first time he's been called upon at all this half. Haven't seen much action in this final third for Charlotte. Especially relative to what we saw in that first 30 or so minutes out of them. A couple of early goals, and the Jacks sitting pretty. Things changed quickly. The own goal, and then the penalty conceded. That was converted by Trevor Ammon. Here we are, 2-2 in a second half that has been, at least in terms of possession, controlled by the Hailstorm. Look at those numbers, fairly even, 9-7. 2-2 the scoreline. It's been competitive, as expected, relative to these sides' positioning in the table. 4 versus 5. Charlotte Independence, 23 points, 22 for Northern Colorado. However, the Hailstorm have played 4 fewer matches compared to the Independence. Sabella nearly hooked up with Dietrich and a cheeky feed. Instead, it's Rendon. Rendon, his feed intercepted easily by Spielman. Flanagan slices through traffic. Flanagan decked from behind. And Avion Flanagan now shaken up. Colorado +4 in touches on the opposition box. Those have really come as this match has progressed. Didn't see a whole lot from them in the first 20-30 minutes. Things have changed since then. And Buyu, impressive first touch. Taken off of it by Obra. Here's Rogers. Kicks out Rendon. Bruno Rendon. Sabella now, the Argentine. Sabella. Ortiz stumbles, and there's the whistle. Free kick on the way. Loveland Laser Tag is the biggest laser tag arena on the Front Range. Plus, they serve delicious food, draft beer, and unlimited fun every single day. Come eat, play, and tag at LLT, Northern Colorado's premier entertainment center. I think laser tag, one of the most underrated activities out there. You can never go wrong with laser tag. And you can never go wrong with Loveland laser tag in particular. Ball in from Sabella, curling! And Ammon heads it well over the crossbar. In fact, tops out of the stadium. Did take a deflection, however, off a Charlotte player. Corner kick presented by Meadow Gold. Wind is blowing goalward. Fabrice Ngad just checked in, as did Corey Bennett. So a couple of changes for Charlotte.
Leaving the game, number 8, Joel Johnson, and number 11.
Joel Johnson and Tresor Mbuyu come off.
Number 2, Fabrice Ngad, and
Ngad and Corey Bennett enter.
Substitutions made in the 69th minute.
Substitutions brought to you by Shift 4. Corner kick is in! Rogers just did that! We'll see if it took a deflection off of Trevor Ammon.
Hailstorm goal, scoring his second of the night, number 9.
It did take a deflection off of Ammon. He is credited with the goal. It's his second of the night. A brace for Ammon, his 10th of the season. Three unanswered for Northern Colorado. It was bound to happen. A dominant first 25 minutes of the second half. But until that moment, nothing to show for it. And then it's the corner kick, served up by Arthur Rogers. Chance to change things the opposite way as Flanagan hops one through and deflects into the hands of Lalo Delgado.
Did you? I had it in mind. We'll see. Let's say ready A or ready B.
Northern Colorado, 3 unanswered after trailing 2-0. Delgado under some pressure. Kelly applied it, and it's a throw-in for the Hailstorm. NOCO Party Bus is Northern Colorado's #1 luxury transportation service. Book them for all of your transportation needs. NOCO Party Bus is a fun, safe, and reliable way to travel. Fabrice Ngad will restart the action. The freshly entered Cameroonian. 2 caps for the Cameroon national team. He's played professionally in his native Cameroon, Egypt, Morocco, and now in the U.S. Sabella nearly at the takeaway. Instead, it's Bennett who settles. Bennett receives it. Corey Bennett, fresh off the bench. Bennett just ran out of real estate along the byline. It did cross the byline. Rendon has to touch it. Charlotte side winless in its last 3. Got off to a dream start today, up 2-0. Since then have conceded 3 in a row. They have anything left in the tank as Dietrich works it wide for Sabella. Well played by Flanagan to break it up. And Sabella watches it roll out for a corner kick.
Corner kicks tonight are brought to you by Meadow Gold.
As always, corner kick brought to you by Meadow Gold. And it's Arthur Rogers to take it. Bit of a different situation than from the opposite corner flag with the righty. Played in that in-swinger. That was very threatening. It's headed home by Ammon. They play it short this time. Dietrich now. Dietrich takes a deflection off of Dimmick. Another corner kick on the way. It's a Meadow Gold corner. Fifth corner kick of the evening for the home side. Again, it's Rogers. This time works it inside the 18, towards the back post. And we get to the opposite corner flag. Make it a sixth Meadow Gold corner of the night. This is where the damage was just done. In fact, both corner kick goals tonight by Northern Colorado. The Ammon header and the own goal came from this angle. Wind has died down just a bit, but still blowing goalward. Gives a nice boost on what we expect to see as an in-swinger from Arthur Rogers. Rogers curls it. It'll stay right here. Third corner kick in a row. Again, brought to you by Meadow Gold. Rogers' ball headed goalward. And cleared out of there. Heavy touch from Flanagan and a foot race to it. Avion a little bit slow after that sprint. And another change on the way. Luis Alvarez, a Honduran midfielder who did not play last match against North Carolina. It was his first DNP of the season. He's set to sub on.
Charlotte Independence making its third change. Leaving the game, number 3, Hector Acosta.
Substitution brought to you by Shift 4. Alvarez on for Hector Acosta.
Acosta in the 77th minute.
So an attack-minded substitution. A midfielder on for the backline man.
One of us could have got the substitution. He didn't do it. I panned down to get it.
Hammond wins that last free kick, and we've seen 2 free kick goals already for Northern Colorado. Here's Rogers. Punches it in. Rogers' ball deflected off target. Another corner kick coming. Two goals off of corner kicks, a penalty kick. Northern Colorado, they haven't scored one of their own to play, but hey, they'll take it any way they can get it. Especially when you have that man taking your free kicks.
Corner kicks tonight are brought to you by Meadow Gold.
Meadow Gold corner kick. And a whistle before the goal. It is disallowed. Remains 3-2 rather than 4-2. Ortiz wins the uncontested header. Enoch Kwakwa, the Ghanaian midfielder who did not play the last 3 matches. Getting some final instructions from his coaching staff. For Northern Colorado. Approaching the final 10 minutes. And what has been a pretty wild game so far. Charlotte jumped down to the 2-0 lead. Northern Colorado has rattled off 3 in a row. Bennett now, the substitute, battling with Rendon. And the physical Rendon wins the challenge. You'll rarely see Rendon lose a duel as Omar Sis surges into space. Sis angles, knocks ahead. No one to connect with. Flanagan is looking for Bennett. It's Rogers who got his toe in there, the reigning defender of the year.
Attention for substitution.
And it will be the return of Enoch Kwakwa, the first Ghanaian player in club history. He'll make his 9th appearance of the season.
Kwakwa replaces Dietrich in the 81st minute.
Didn't play the last 3 fixtures, but returns in the 81st minute as he replaces Jackson Dietrich. Substitution brought to you by Shift 4. Ga, his cross. Headed out of the 6, stays in the area. That last change, by the way, the first substitution that we've seen today by Northern Colorado. Remember, fresh legs for this side. They have not played since June 24th. Sis, lovely ball wide. Pop back across. Alvarez on the takeaway. And then he lost it. Oh, a lovely ball. Sabella clipped from behind. He would have been 1-on-1 with the keeper. And there has to be a card in that. Yes, it's a yellow card.
A yellow card has been issued to Charlotte Independence, number 21, Ryan
Look
JJ.
back at this. What a
in
lovely
the
ball.
82nd minute.
Splits that back line. Ryan JJ shown a yellow. Got tangled up with Valentin Sabella. So JJ, who opened the scoring back in the 15th minute. Flash to booking. And another change of the way for the Hailstorm. Marky Hernandez played 11 minutes as a sub against Fuego, the second-year Northern Colorado man. Replaces Valentin Sabella.
Substitution. Hailstorm making its second change. Leaving the game, number 3,
Change brought to you, as always, by Shift 4.
Entering the game, number 11, Marky Hernandez. Hernandez replaces Sabella in the 83rd minute.
Billy King, who will take the free kick. Will there be more set-piece magic for Northern Colorado? Hernandez. Fresh on as a sub. Off target. Not his effort. Ibarra over the top looking for Alvarez. Alvarez nearly kept it in play along the byline. Delgado, he has statistically been the top keeper in the league this season. Hoping his side can remain unbeaten in what would be 8 in a row without a loss.
Charlotte in attendance making his 4th and 5th and final change. Leaving the game, number 6, Omar Sis, and number 10, Miguel Ibarra. Entering the game, number 12, Brad Dunlop. And number 22, Luka Sawinski.
Couple of changes for Charlotte. 4th and 5th substitutions. So final change of the night for Mike Jeffries. Brad Dunwell enters, as does Luka Sawinski. As the rain beats down here in Windsor, Corey Bennett and Lucky Oprah just collided. So Sawinski on for Omar Sis. Sawinski, his 4th appearance. The young man on loan from FC Tulsa. Last year was his first pro season. Became the youngest FC Tulsa player to sign with the club. Scored a hat trick in his 2nd appearance as a pro. Talk about an instant impact. Kelly was looking for Bennett. Couldn't find him. And under some serious duress. That's all that Leah Fola could do. Alvarez. Spielman now. Throwing awarded to Northern Colorado. They were adamant that that took a touch off of Spielman. Well, the weather has been an issue all night long. The thunderstorms earlier prompting this game to be delayed by about an hour and a half. It's been windy throughout. Now precipitation. And another booking. Adam Rice has been a busy man today.
A yellow card has been issued to Charlotte Independence, number 22.
It is right. It's Luka Sawinski who is showing the yellow card. Hailstorm FC would like to thank Peak Kitchen for providing meals for the players following tonight's match. Sawinski knocked down hard. It's Rendon to the challenge. Quick restart. And Nortie wins it right back for the Hailstorm. Second half defined by dominant possession by Northern Colorado. That's exactly how they want to play, especially at home. According to Colin Falvey, they want the ball at their feet. They want to move it around. They want to be quick with it. Hernandez has to touch it. Goal kick on the way in the 88th minute. Hernandez goes down. No card shown. Marky Hernandez slow to his feet. Second-year Northern Colorado man. Now the card is pulled. Hey, if you got Flanagan. He's shown a yellow as well. Yellow cards galore in this one.
A yellow card has been issued to Charlotte Independence number 7, Avion Flanagan, in the 89th minute.
Seventh yellow card shown tonight. Arthur Rogers. Curling ball. Had a whistle before. '90th minute. Is there an equalizer in store for Charlotte on Independence Day? Sawinski approaches the back heel. Delgado clears it away. Ammon got a toe on it. Hernandez nicks it back. It's Ammon. 2 goals already. But if whistle first, he was offside. Elevated feed towards Kelly. 4 minutes of added time, so ample time to see more drama. Here's Hernandez, the second half substitute. Corner kick on the way. Oh, a break for Charlotte. Seemed like Hernandez could have taken it himself. Instead tried to cross, and JJ was there. Nonetheless, another Meadow Gold's corner kick. Ninth corner kick of the night for Northern Colorado. Meadow Gold certainly getting its money's worth tonight. Here's Rogers. Another corner. Let's look back. Marky Hernandez. Could he have taken it himself? He decided to pass it. Another corner kick. Here's Rogers. His strike. Ricochets out. Throw him in on the way for Northern Colorado. Inching towards the finish line. Ammon heads back for King. King dispossessed. Rendon rolls across. Comes to Ammon. Ammon strike denied by Dimmick. At the very least, this sustained possession will allow precious time to tick away. Oprah. Here's Kwakwa now. Trapped to the corner. Kwakwa does well to deflect it off of Brad Dunwell. Time running out for Charlotte. Contact to the midfields. Free kick awarded. And we may see a card for this. Yes, we will. It was kicked away. An 8th yellow card. If this result stands, Northern Colorado will jump all the way to 2nd place from the 5 spot. They'd have 2 matches in hand compared to top-ranked North Carolina. Enoch Kwakwa showing that last yellow. Alvarez lifts it. Alvarez ball! Comes down to Flanagan, and Delgado got his paws all over it. Alvarez hustles to the corner flag. Let's look back at that last free kick. There was an open net for the moment. Delgado, well played. Ball in. Bring it back. You see Austin Pack standing inside the 18. Everybody's up. Everybody's in the box. A last gasp effort. It's a Meadow Gold's corner kick. And it's Luis Alvarez to take it. Alvarez ball finds the head of Pack. Cleared, but not convincingly. And there's the whistle. A dramatic comeback from 2-0 down to 3-2 victors. And all 3 points go to the Hailstorm. Make that 8 in a row without a loss. And Northern Colorado catapults into second place with multiple matches in hand. A gutsy performance. And let's take a look back at our play of the match. See Dane Kelly take a spill right there. It's this corner kick. Wind blowing goalward. Skims off of Trevor Ammon off the beautiful service from Arthur Rogers. And that ended up being the match winner. Ammon, his second of the night. A brace for number 9, up to double figures as the Golden Boot leader extends his lead. Now 3 goals clear of second place, Emmy Terzaghi. 3-2 the final. We'll put a bow on things after this. A late night in the Rockies. Hailstorm victorious over Charlotte Independence. Stick with us for a post-match review. This is USL League One on ESPN+.
I'm Jason Olskar. I'm here with Jackie and Michelle, and we are the Olskar team powered by C3 Real Estate Solutions.
We are proud to partner with future legends to help fulfill the lifestyle needs, wants, and desires of each family who wants to call Colorado home.
C3 stands for character, culture, and commitment. That is core to who we are and the exceptional value that every client will experience when working with us.
If you value working with an experienced team, we invite you to reach out to schedule a time to meet with us.
Shields All Sports Store is your one stop for everything outdoors, with local experts eager to guide you through the widest selection of brands. Your one stop for exercise gear to get working out or fashions for going out. And your one stop for footwear in your size, your style, yours to take home today. Shields, employee owned, community minded, and like no place you've ever shopped before.
Back here on a rain-soaked Tuesday evening in the Rockies. Northern Colorado Hailstorm, 3 goals. They utilize the free kicks to their advantage. They take down Charlotte Independence, overcoming an early 2-0 deficit. Let's see how this match went down. Our full-time highlights to start things off in the 15th minute. Ryan JJ, his second goal of the season in just 4 matches with Charlotte. What a strike from well outside the 18. And then Tracer Mbuyu, he got a touch on that. Rolls through to Dane Kelly. He's by no means a newcomer to this thing. He knows a thing or two about scoring goals. And it's 2-0. Charlotte in a great spot. A little bit later on in the first half. Arthur Rogers' corner kick comes off the legs of Nick Spielman. It's an own goal. 2-1 the score at that point. And then a dangerous back pass to Austin Pack. He takes down Sabella. point to the spot, and Trevor Ammon, yeah, you can't stop him in a situation like that. His second PK goal of the season. 2-2 the score, and then second half, it's Ammon again. Nearly an Olympico, but instead it's Ammon who got a piece of it. And who else but Arthur Rogers? The lovely service from the far corner flag. Ammon flicks it home. 3-2 the final, 3 unanswered goals to claim all 3 points for Northern Colorado as you take a look at our full-time stats. And major credit to Northern Colorado. You'll see just how dominant they were, and a lot of this dominance came in the latter portion after they scored that goal. They did not let up. They did not put numbers behind the ball. They were looking for the kill shot, and that fourth goal didn't come. But either way, you look at the numbers, they're reflective of a pretty convincing performance, especially in that second half as the match progressed. +6 in shots, dominant in possession. And the 3-2 scoreline, the number that matters the most. Well, we saw bad weather. We saw plenty of yellow cards. We saw a whole lot of goals. It was an exciting 4th of July match in Windsor, Colorado, and we thank all of you for joining us. On behalf of... My name is John Gross, saying so long from Windsor. Northern Colorado victorious. 3-2 the final. This has been USL League One on ESPN+.
This copyrighted telecast of the United Soccer League League One cannot be retransmitted, rebroadcast, or reproduced without the expressed written consent of the United Soccer League League One.